My name is Whitney, and I just wanted to come on here to say a few things that were on my mind and my heart. And I know this seems like really random and really crazy, but I just felt like this was laid on my heart to say this. And um, the reason why I think why I enjoy like social media, especially like with YouTube, as I'm uploading this on YouTube, is that it is a way for us to express ourselves. And I know everybody like knows this, that like because we have makeup gurus, which I'm not gonna lie, like I've watched a few of them for like over 5 years, and I've seen them like evolve in their, in the way that they are and their person and everything. And you have people like Shane Dawson and like other like comedy like people that just that's just how they express themselves. And I wanted to like, I guess like an encouraging note, like to tell people that like this is how we tell our stories. And it's funny because the background of my phone right now, here, hold on a second, the background on my phone, like the picture says, we all have a story to tell. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah. So we all have a story to tell, and honestly, like we shouldn't be afraid to, not necessarily like like don't go out and like tell everybody like all the crap you've done, because like there's some things that need to be kept in private, I feel like. But at the same time, like your struggle may be able to help somebody who is also struggling. Like I lost my dad when I was 18 years old, through a brain aneurysm. And as much as it like hurts me, and like when I think about it too much, and like I've been through a really bad breakup, and um and it was just, there were a lot of things. And at the same time, like I've come on the other side of it, realizing that like this is a part of my story now, and this is how I can help inspire someone or encourage someone in my story. And I'm okay with that. Like I that's how I've come to terms with like all the heartache that I've been through in life. And I know like there will always be those people that always like come up, and it's not excuses, because some of the things that are thrown in life are like hard to deal with, and like sometimes there's a lot of it. And honestly, like I don't. I mean, I feel like sometimes I have a lot to deal with, but then there are other people who, like friends I see on Facebook, that have a lot to deal with as well, and it sucks, but it's going to be a part of your story, and it's going to be so amazing. And I think that's like what I'm in school for. Like I'm in school for journalism, and I really want to share people's stories. I want to inspire people with other people and their stories. Like there have been, I mean, the Holocaust, like books that I love to read are like the Holocaust, um, and like Let's Roll by Lisa Beamer, about her son Todd Beamer, or not son, her husband Todd Beamer. And just other books about major events in life that like happen, um, and how people respond. It's not about your reaction; it's your response. And I forget who that's. I think I don't know who told me that, but I've always thought about that. Like, in whenever I've had like hard times in life, and I am like, okay, it's not about my reaction; it's my response. How am I going to respond to this, and how is it going to be uplifting to others? And it's not just about like I'm a Christian, like I believe in God and everything, but honestly, like it's kind of like a common sense thing. For like, how is this gonna, like in the long run, how is this going to affect me and like affect other people who look back on this, or like who look at me and how I dealt with this, if that makes sense. And another thing that my mom always told me is that knowledge is no substitute for wisdom. And just because you know it up here doesn't mean that you know it here in your heart. And I feel like, um, with our world being so attached to social media, and um, like just news in general, or like not news in general, but like just events in general. Like events make our world go round. Like I mean, I can't tell you how many updates, like when I wake up or like throughout the day on my phone, saying like from the Associated Press and like CNN News and Fox and everything, like telling me, oh, this happened in this part of the world today. And most of it's unpleasant news, but honestly, like it's a part of our history as, it's a part of the history for those people affected by it, in that part of the world. And I know this probably all doesn't make sense, but like I wanted to come up here and say that your story is going to impact someone so much, and it's going to um it's just going to change a life. It'll change maybe multiple lives. Like it's I mean it shouldn't be about it I this is going to become speechless because the passion just comes out of nowhere, like not nowhere, but it built up and I just don't know what else to say. Like the passion that I have for people and like stories, because how I can't not believe that I like there's no way I could never believe that there isn't a God, because with all of this stuff that I've been through in life, and I don't know how else I would get through it if I didn't know that like this would be all for a bigger purpose. And on the other side of things, like if you're not a believer, like I hope you at least like know that your story means something, and um, it will mean something to someone someday, like if they ever get the chance to hear your story. So those are my thoughts at 11:56 at night and midnight. Like that's what I'm thinking. So I hope you all have a good night. Goodbye.